Hey everyone, happy Sunday. And we are live. Jay Anthony Cruz, how you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. How are you doing, Candace?
I'm good. Well, we have some friends with us tonight. Brittany, how are you? Oh, should I mute? Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? Happy Soul Food Sunday. Happy Soul Food Sunday. Hey Cedrick, hey Carlton, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're feeling great.
Feeling really great.
Awesome. Well, I want to welcome all of you to Soul Food Sunday. We are a faith-based lifestyle show. We love everything travel, fashion, faith, food, and film. That's a lot of F's to say. So thank you all for tuning in. We want you guys to hit the share button. Hit the share button. We're going to let Jay Anthony Cruz rock out for a few minutes and start us off. It's all yours, Jay.
Welcome to Soul Food Sunday, everyone. Make sure you share the broadcast this evening. I thought the song was appropriate. It's a favorite.
If you gonna be a boss, be a boss. If you gonna be a boss, be a boss.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you. I think that is my favorite tune right there.
Oh, this is original.
Really? You know, I think you say that every time I say that's my favorite. You're like, this is original, Candy.
I gotta send you the link. For everyone who's listening right now, this is off my latest project entitled Diffusion. It is on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music. This track is called Thanks to You.
All right. Well, we're ready to get started. I want to thank all of you. Thank you all for tuning into Soul Food Sunday. We're a faith-based lifestyle show. My co-hosts are Brittany Cruz, Jay Anthony Cruz. How are you guys doing?
Good. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy
Happy Sunday. Happy Soul Food Sunday. You guys excited? I'm excited today.
I'm excited.
We're back. We had a couple of Sundays off. I know there's a lot of family time happening right now, getting ready for the holidays. So it's so good to be back with you guys. And we're missing our partner in crime, Sandra. I think I just put her comment up there. She's there in spirit.
Hi, Sandra, we miss you.
We miss you, Sandra. So if this is your first time tuning in, first of all, thank you for tuning in to Soul Food Sunday. We are here on I Am Beautiful 365, where we celebrate the beauty of Black culture 365 days a year. And shout out to the founders, Candace and Warren. Thank you so much for having a platform and building up this platform, over 400,000 followers. Wow. And we're just excited to be a part of this. Candace, I talked to her a lot. And she said when she was first starting out with this Facebook page, it was really to talk about some of the positive things that have been happening in the Black and Brown communities, because there was so much negativity and she wanted to control the narrative. And so shout out to you. Thank you for doing this and allowing influencers like Brittany, Jay, myself to come in and have a small piece. And we are the only faith-based show right now that's on the platform. So, hey. Shout out to all of our faith-based followers out there. What we want you guys to do, I see you guys saying hello. Let's say hello to some people that are tuning in.
Yes, hello, Edna. We got Diego De Jesus. Who else we got?
Diego, thank you. Edna.
Joining, and of course, Sandra.
And Sandra's there. Hello.
Major Keys in the building, or in her building on the stream, I should say.
She's in her building, but she's on the stream. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Mage. She's got amazing popcorn. Check her page out, y'all.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to put your information in there.
Yes, it is addicting, and she's got a new flavor out. I think it's limited, so you guys got to order that.
Now her popcorn is called what? What's the
name? Project Pop, right?
She's going to put it in there.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Shout out to you, Major. Thank you for tuning in. Look, we want you guys to hit the share button. So where you see this live broadcast, right below the video, hit that share button. Tell people about our show. We have some amazing guests on tonight, you guys. We have faith-based filmmakers. Carlton Heard is a filmmaker. He's a director, producer, writer, and he's just had some amazing projects. One of them went viral recently. We're going to show a clip of that. And we have his star of the film took some time out of his busy schedule. Cedrick's probably like back there blushing because he's super humble. Cedrick Cooper is also with us, and we're going to head over to talk to them in just a moment. But we want you guys to know that we are here every Sunday night to really be a place of inspiration. We want, Brittany is the influencer, fashionista extraordinaire, and we're really excited to come to you in 2021 with some new content, and so we can't wait for that. Brittany, what do you have going on? I know we were shouting out Major, but your brand and your style, your platform.
I'm a style influencer, lifestyle influencer. I'm currently pregnant, so I'm sharing a lot of pregnancy content and how to style the bump right now in a pandemic, going to work and put your kid through school, life right now. And I'm getting ready to launch a podcast, the Bright Supply podcast, coming out, I think, next month. So we're going to be talking about encouraging women on how to shine bright and live without apologizing. That is huge. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That's what's coming up here. But right now, just hanging out and trying to plan for this holiday.
I know. Well, first of all, of course, you couldn't do it any other way. Your style in the background, that tree, the decor.
The whole vibe, babe. Good job.
And this is not a background. This is literally, this is what I like looking at when I drink my coffee.
J. Anthony Cruz, the lucky man. It's all style around the house at all times. We love it.
Absolutely.
Diego says, congrats.
Thank you, Diego.
So awesome. Well, we're going to jump right in and welcome our guests. Carlton and Cedrick have been waiting backstage. We want to welcome you to Soul Food Sunday. Hey, guys. Make sure you mute, because I always mute, and I'm always talking like, and someone's like.
Okay, there we go. Hey, how's everybody doing?
What up?
We are doing good. Now, you guys are out of where? Where are you guys located?
I'm located. Well, we're both located in Atlanta, Georgia. We both grew up in Georgia, actually, and we both went to the same college to play college football in South Carolina. So we kind of been on this journey together, really, through this whole time. When I finally moved back to Atlanta last year, and within 3 months, we made a short film, When God Speaks. And from that, we later on created another short film, The Black Hole, which got a lot of publicity. So that's where we're at now.
So Jay and Brittany, prepare your questions. I'm going to turn it over to you in just a second. But I want everyone to know kind of how I met Carlton. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I came across The Black Hole, the film, and it was on Ben Crump's page. Now, if anybody you must have been living under a rock for the last year. I don't know who Ben Crump is, no offense. But he was the lawyer involved in a lot of the high-profile cases that we see, whether it's Trayvon or any of the cases in Black Lives Matter. He's such a big spokesperson and advocate. He shared this film, and I think it's over 300,000 now. It's more than that, but it was powerful. At the end of the day, whether it had 1 million or 1, you guys did a great job. So first of all, our hats off to you for producing
Thank you.
a powerful piece. I'm going to play this now, and then we're going to come back. And Brittany, Jay, if you want to kick us off with some questions, and then we'll turn it over to our guests. Here we go. This is the film, The Black Hole.
Into our newsroom, a grand jury has just issued an indictment in the Sandra Bland case. Bland was stopped by police while driving in Texas last year and was found hanging in her jail cell.
Right there.
It has happened again. Yet another white police officer said to have killed an unarmed black man.
Right there.
And the shooting death of an unarmed black man.
Right there.
Enter the black hole.
Tension building tonight in Minneapolis.
God, I asked for you to be there.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Take my hand, brother, take my hand. We're going to the land of which we came.
Woo! Wow.
Look at that.
Powerful.
Every time. So we want you guys to go into your newest project in just a moment. Some of your thoughts, Brittany or Jay, about that piece, and maybe some questions for our guests tonight.
Definitely. I think my thoughts are that's kind of what 2020 felt like. Absolutely. You're waking up every day, seeing something and being reminded constantly. There was no running away from it. There was no hiding from it. It was everywhere unless you intentionally ignored and stayed oblivious. That was the only way to escape all that was happening this year. And I love that scripture. I'm about to pull it up to see exactly what it was, but I'm so happy you put a scripture at the end, because giving hope and giving the word after acknowledging a problem when the Bible is the solution is the smartest thing to do, especially in the faith-based community, because sometimes we tend to highlight what's going wrong, but then we don't provide solutions for the problem. And the Bible, the word of God, is always the solution. And so I'm so glad, I'm so excited to pull that up and see what you guys said and what word was supposed to be given during that time. So that was amazing, amazing.
And so again, that was the trailer, not the actual film.
Yeah,
I would say that. So it was, I think we added one more verse actually to it. But yeah, that was the trailer. Just for the people who's watching right now, I know Candy, you said that was the film. I just want to make sure everyone knew that was the trailer. So y'all can still go watch the actual film. It's somewhere out there. Well, actually, I just remembered Cedrick is actually streaming on Amazon Prime right now. If people want to go to watch it, who have Amazon, and we have made it free. So you don't even have to pay. So
that is awesome. I'm actually going to put that up here as we're talking tonight. So thank you so much for sending us the trailer to preview that. And I promise you, it's going to shift your thinking as you watch the film in its full length. It was timely. So I want to ask Cedrick, what was going through your mind when you were reading the script, and then as you were playing that role? Tell us, some of the things that were crossing your mind.
Oh man, now that's a loaded question. When it comes to just like the idea, the vision that Carlton had when he came to me, it was something that was like, that came from God. Like the way he explained it, the way he had the details worked out, the way he said, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Carlton literally said, he was like, man, God is calling me to put this vision out there. And when he told me the whole synopsis of it, and he gave me the script, and as I was really digesting it, I mean, it wasn't too difficult to really find resources to kind of feel that burden, being Black in America, just being a Black man in general, you don't really have to pull from too many sources when it's all around, unfortunately. But overall, it made me very blessed, and it made me very thankful that the talent that God did give me within the arts, he allowed me to actually use my talent to protest something like that without having to physically do anything, without having to like break anything or anything like that. God allowed me to use the talent he gave me in order to be a part of what Carlton created. It was an amazing experience. It was a very emotional experience. It was something that really shook me to the core, and others. I mean, the reactions we've gotten, the amount of applause. I mean, when you have Ben Crump, like literally like reposting it on his page and just really just promoting it, it's a vision, and it wasn't something that it wasn't pointing any fingers, it was bringing awareness to something that seemed to have been swept under the rug for tons of years, and that's a whole nother conversation. But overall, it was ultimately a blessing. It was a full blessing to be a part of it. And I'm very thankful that God has put Carlton and I together, because it makes no coincidence that I went to school for acting and he later found his passion and his God-given gift of being a creator, being a filmmaker, a storyteller. And then somehow we just end up back into Atlanta. Like, that's no mistake, so that is God. So when you have two of God's children listening and being a part of what he's creating, I mean, you get projects like The Black Hole.
And this isn't your first project. You guys are on a new project coming soon, or that's getting ready to release right now. This show I'm super excited about. Mm-hmm. My whole thing is the boldness that it takes to create content. When you get a word from God, to highlight a specific and be so specific about what God is telling you to do, and then say yes and move forward in that. What did it feel like when you were, I'm speaking to Carlton, when you were just hearing the information from the Lord and it was nothing but just right here and in your heart?
It was, so during the time, even making The Black Hole and even before, hearing things to do, at first you kind of, struggling like,
am I crazy?
I really want to do that. Yeah, am I crazy? Do I really want to? You're like, God, I really don't want to do that right now. But then you go through it and you see what comes out of it, how many people you reach, how many people you touch. And from that one experience, you now know, once he tells you or give you, the idea or, the creation, to do it, because what's going to come from it. So even if, I was telling Cedrick while we was making The Black Hole, it was the smallest little things. I was, asking God, should I do this? Should I do that? And some of those things I wanted to do. And I was telling Cedrick, I was like, God, he's telling me, no, I should stick to this way. And it turns out that the most important part of the film was at the end, showing every single face with no audio but the Amazing Grace. And that was it was that versus something else, what I was struggling with. But I went with what he said, and that part, really touched a lot of people at the end of the film. So now I know once he tells me something, once he speaks, just like the film that me and Cedrick made a while ago, to actually act on it. So
yeah,
that's powerful.
Amazing.
So we have some comments here. Diego's like, God bless. That's right. Sandra said it was a fantastic film. Absolutely. So if you haven't seen the film in its entirety, go over to Amazon Prime and take a look at The Black Hole. And we want to talk about your next project. I have a graphic here for the project, and we want to talk about supporting the project, where people can go, and kind of where this all came from. Your next project is called Spiritual Warfare, and it's a series. And so take us on this journey, Carlton. Where did this come from? Why did you feel like this was an important project to start?
So it was one of those things that he spoke to me again. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but usually it'll be months before I start working on another project. But this was maybe a month and a half after we released The Black Hole. And so it started off as a dream, honestly, in February. And I wrote the story down, but it wasn't this story, but it was the name of what I created. And ultimately the story changed through the events that happened in my life with the spiritual warfare, the enemy coming at me. And it later on became something that God was trying to, had to go through me first, actually go through it before I can actually put it out. So the spiritual warfare is an anthology series similar to Twilight Zone. It tells different stories with different people. And so different people encounter bizarre and spiritual events inside a spiritual dimension, led by the enemy himself, using technology that we use today, which is the phone. And so kind of going in with that angle of modern day, that the devil can use our technology and our phones and anything that you can think of, manipulating that using algorithms, like how Facebook itself use algorithms to really push ads at you, create this whole way where it can allow you to go someplace that it wants you to go to. So having the devil take those tactics and using those same things against us to really manipulate us and terrorize our life. So,
wow. So that's exactly what's happening right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can say that again. Technology it's really it can shift the mind. Like it can make you want to be so focused on being liked and likes and you'll be so focused on algorithms and ads. That is literally the devil at work. And and again, when you have God using Carlton, and it's so like and I always communicate with Carlton about this. I'm like, you got a special relationship with God because it's so detailed. Like it's so detailed, and Carlton does an amazing way of really listening to God and not just taking whatever is thrown at him. Like every single morning, even just on random mornings, Carlton is sending me affirmations from God, scriptures that he's reading, pages that he's reading over and over and over again. And he was like, see, this is what was going on here, like teaching me as well. So when he comes with these visions, it's like it's true to heart, and it definitely does come from God.
Wow.
Go ahead, Brittany.
Well, I was just going to say that number one, I want to make sure we put the link up to support this project. So I want him to definitely say the information while we continue talking. But I was going to say this tool, social media and marketing, can be used for good or it can be used for bad. And we have to make a choice on how us believers are going to use the tools. And then also we have to educate each other and hold each other up and hold each other accountable on how we're using these tools. So that way we can spread light and the word throughout the world the right way and without getting distracted all at the same time. even being in the influencer world, like the fashion blogger influencer world, man. Okay. Like one person posts a pair of pants, everybody's posting that pair of pants. And I have to be like, Lord, what pants do you want me to be posting? Instead of saying, following what's actually happening. And I just think that's a beautiful message to definitely tell. And I'm excited about this show. It's going to be amazing.
We're excited too. I'm glad that you said that using social media for good. The show actually helps people recognize what's going on, of course, but it also shows them ways to move in a more positive way later on after they recognize what's been going on. So you can kind of take what you've seen and kind of have the realization once you see something now that you know it. I think that's going to really help people in the future after they watch the series as well. So hopefully, you know, social media, they recognize all these things, what's happening to them, and really just kind of move forward from it.
Wow.
You can support the project right now on I Am Beautiful 365. So if they go to the page, first of all, follow and like I Am Beautiful 365, where we celebrate the culture, the beauty of Black and Brown culture every day. That's where the 365 comes in. So if you guys go there to our page right now, you'll see a link to support. I believe you put a Facebook fundraiser. Talk us through what it takes to produce, whether it's a film or a television series. Let the people know, Carlton, because it doesn't just get shot. Sometimes it does, right, on iPhone, but it's so much goes to shooting this. And I would like to hear from both of your perspectives. Carlton, tell us first from the creator's perspective. What does it take? Finances, all that stuff.
Yeah, so it takes a lot. That's why you have some TV shows, films like $3 million budgets. Takes, you know, shooting the film, the camera that you're using, the guy who's behind the camera, the DP who's actually shooting it, the editor, the colorist, the assistant directors, the line producers. There's so many things that goes into it. Which is why we're raising the money. And also for this project, we have some really well-known actors and actresses that have actually been in the project who we pitched it to, kind of told them about it, and they're ready to go too. A lot of people will recognize them because they're on television right now, which is a great thing. Yeah. So I'm very blessed to really have an amazing cast, plus with Cedrick, of course, playing the lead in a pilot episode. But it takes a lot. It's not just you go out with a camera and you just start shooting. There's so many bits and pieces that goes into making a TV show and a film itself.
And to piggyback off of that, I mean, in a lot of cases, people will look at the actors, also known as the talent, on the film, and they're just like, they feel as though like that's the person. No, that person is the smallest. That person doesn't even technically matter because there's so many different people. In a production, from my experience, is like it is a team thing. Like it is everyone moving all at the same accord. It is a well-oiled machine, is what Carlton tells me. And if things aren't aligned, things cannot get done. And when it comes to like a lot of these big budgets and a lot of these different things that come about, the ultimate goal is to give the viewer a clear picture. We're trying to educate you. We're trying to make you aware. We're trying to give you something in quality so that you can really take that information and apply it to your life. You know, now with something like our project, is something that we're bringing awareness to, you know, so we want to make sure, and as a perfectionist as Carlton is, because I personally think he's a perfectionist, he wants to make sure, and we all want to make sure that this is quality. We don't want to just put something out, you know, because if God give you a vision, you're not gonna do it halfway. You're gonna do it full-fledged. Exactly. So it definitely takes details. It takes time. It takes tons amount of effort. But that's just a small piece. That's just my small opinion on everything that it takes.
Well, as we wrap, I was just going to ask, you know, Cedrick, you already shared kind of your hope that people will get it and they will be transformed by what they see after all the hard work that's been done behind the camera, you know, your portrayal of your character and all the other actors that are going to be a part. Carlton, what's your hope what will people take away? What do you want this film to do in their lives, or this series to do in their lives?
For this series, I want them to recognize what's going on and hopefully bring them, you know, make them a believer. It's going to be a lot of people who watch it who aren't believers. Hopefully this show will kind of help them to become a believer and also have a more positive life, I would say. But the ultimate goal is really just to bring people along with me, Cedrick, the rest of the cast, to become believers.
I think it's such a good way and a good medium to get people interested, because some people, let's be honest, some people will never step foot in a church.
Right.
Right.
And why not educate them in the thing that they spend most of their time doing, which is on social media, on technology, and on these streaming platforms. So it's however you use your talent, you know. So with everybody watching, please, and you can support. You don't necessarily have to just support financially. Like, you can reshare the post when it comes out with the video and get it to as many people as you can, just to really make them pay, like, to watch it when it comes out, because that series is really going to bring light to a lot of different things. And we somehow think that God is just related to church, but it's not. When he's around all the time, he's here right now. So so with that, it's like, it's just bringing awareness to your everyday life and everyday thing.
So tell us, what can people expect to get? We can send everyone to the link on I Am Beautiful 365, but then you mentioned a video. Is something coming out where people can learn more about the project?
Yes, it'll be a video coming out within the week. Me and Cedrick will be speaking about spiritual warfare and just giving a deeper insight about the TV show, hoping to educate people about what we're actually creating. And we will also have the actors and actresses inside that video talking as well.
That's awesome. So we all need to stay tuned this week. We'll make sure to put the link on I Am Beautiful 365, but people can go now and click the link and support. So as we close out, Carlton, tell us, what are some of the financial goals? I think it's, you know, in the Facebook fundraiser, you put a lot of details in there. You kind of have, like, what is the goal we're trying to hit? So speak to that a little bit and talk to people about giving at any amount, because I think any amount will help, right? Big or small?
Yes. Any amount we're grateful for it, whether it's $1, $100. We're grateful for anything. And like Cedrick said, sharing this post, we're grateful for that as well. We did want to mention people who do donate an amount of $1,000, they will be credited as an executive producer inside the TV show. So really be embedded with us. You know, they're actually a part of the show because we're grateful for how much they actually gave. So the target that we're trying to hit is a low budget TV show target, which is $20,000. The average range of a TV show is $200,000, but I'm using that money, you know, can really manage it well. I can really get it done. So that's what we're going with a really low budget. But with that budget, I believe we can get it going and get it finished to a finished product.
Awesome. Well, we believe God has made you stewards over this TV project and also all the other projects that you have. Brittany, any last questions? J. Anthony Cruz, anything else before we close out?
Yeah, I just had one question. What's the most fulfilling part about you two working together?
Man, that list.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I think just seeing our growth, man. Just seeing our growth, man. Like, mind you, when we first identified what our passions were, I kind of identified acting for me a little bit sooner than Carlton, but I mean, that was before his daughter was born, you know, and to, you know, he got little Haley now, he got his family, he's building that, it's a legacy, and And the most fulfilling thing is that, you're doing it in a positive light. You're doing it through God. It says put God before anything that you do. And the fact that we're doing that and being able to help so many people and bring light to so many different things is one of the most fulfilling things in the world to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Cedric. Just being able to actually work together and seeing how many people we touch is really fulfilling. What we hear from God, and when we actually do it, what we see from it is really fulfilling to actually see.
Amazing. We both do amazing work together, make great product, great content. So go and support everybody. Go and support. When you see the post come out, hit share, all the above. Support in any way you can.
Thank you.
We want to thank both of you for being our guests tonight. We're excited about this project. We're behind you. We know it's been a long time coming, and you've been working on this while going through the pandemic, like all of us are. So don't know how you do it, but we're praying blessings on your families, and we're excited. So if you are watching tonight, hit the share button right now. We usually get all of our shares and our follows and our views days through the week next week. So we know everyone's going to be watching this on replay. So send this out to someone who needs encouragement. Get behind spiritual warfare and check out the link right now on I Am Beautiful 365 to donate, because it takes money to put projects like this out there. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. Brittany, thank you for joining, my beautiful co-host.
Thank you.
Jane, you know what to do. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Have a good night. This song is called By My Side by Farrah Dawn and Anthony Valadez. I thought it was appropriate. He's always by your side.
Love is for you. Can't stop thinking about how you make me feel. My heart, you know this love is for you. Can't stop thinking about how you make me feel. My heart, you know this love is for you. Can't stop thinking about how you make me feel. My heart, I won't stop beating for this love. Yeah, that's the night. You're by my side.